Good evening, everyone. A very big warm welcome to all of you joining us tonight on day one of our 21 day Sahaja Yoga meditation series. We are so excited that you're here and have decided to take this first step towards your meditation journey with us. A little bit about myself. My name is Isha. I am joining from Seattle, Washington, and I work in the tech industry. I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga for over 16 years now, and honestly, this has been the anchor of my life in all aspects all of these years. This is true for many, many of others like me, and we all cannot wait to share our experiences with you through these 21 days and beyond. So, what is this Let's Meditate for 21 Days? It is a journey of learning how to meditate through Sahaja Yoga, a very simple but profound way of achieving that state of meditation. Sahaja Yoga is all about experience, so we will immerse into meditating together throughout these sessions. This is going to be intensive as we meet every day for 21 days, so it needs some commitment from all of us to see that progress. Each session will bring something new. We'll have different topics, guided meditations, music, and then personal insights and experiences. But what we really will gain out of that is going to be tenfolds in the form of freedom. Freedom from thoughts, from anxiety, from just everyday stress. And we'll really get to awaken that inner joy and silence that each of us have within us. And we can really watch our own growth and transformation in the next 21 days as we continue with these meditations. Now, this course is open for all, whether you're joining for the first time or you have tried Sahaja Yoga before. And even if you have attended our previous sessions, I always find that there is so much to learn and to go deeper into with every new session. So we invite you and encourage you to come with an open mind and with curiosity, almost like a scientist who wants to experiment and to learn. And then let your experience be your guide throughout this journey and see the transformation that happens throughout. And there is a different kind of joy when we all do this together. Even though we call it the West Coast series, Sahaja Yoga by itself has a large international family. There's so much we can learn from one another collectively. So we are all here to support you through this journey as a community. And Sahaja Yoga is always free. It's spread over 120 countries globally, but no matter where you grow across the globe, it's always going to be a free of cost because this is such an innate and organic experience that the value of it cannot be weighed or valued with money. So today's topic is experience the silence within. This is going to provide an introduction to Sahaja Yoga through a meditation exercise that we all can do together, and then some live music to really deepen our state. Our session tonight is going to be an hour long, but we welcome you all to stay afterwards for Q&A. And of course, all our sessions, including tonight's session, is going to be recorded. And we're going to share all the program resources and we'll have more announcements towards the end. So with that, I would love to invite our presenters and musicians for tonight to come on the screen and to introduce themselves to all of you. So hello, welcome, Nirmal. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Nirmal, and right now I'm tuning in from Vancouver, Canada. I've actually been meditating all of my life. My parents actually grew us up with this meditation, and I've just been able to see it unfold in my whole life. And it's a transformative thing that I've seen benefit me at every single stage, and I'm very happy and honored to share this with you and be on this journey with you. But yeah, just a little bit about myself. I work as an IT director for a small city in Washington. So you'll find that everyone in Sahaja Yoga is coming from all different backgrounds. But yeah, just being in this part of the world, it's techie.
Yeah, from fellow techie, I hear that, and from your sister city too. Thank you so much, Nirmal. And next we have Sia, who is our presenter as well as our musician for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, Sia, and tell us something about you and also about the music you're going to play for us tonight.
Hello, Isha. Hello, Nirmal. Hello, everybody. This is amazing. My name is Sia, not a techie. I'm the musician, housewife, mother, teacher, music teacher. And I join you from Austin, Texas. I'm originally from Austria, Europe, not Australia, Austria in Europe, German speaking. And started meditating. I had to do the maths earlier on, 1991. You do the math. For a while, let's say for a while. And it has been an absolute transformative experience, to say the least. It's very hard to put that into short, but I'm very happy to be here tonight with all of you, and I'm looking forward to playing some music for you later, which is actually improvised a little bit and a sort of fusion between different styles. So it's meant to bring you deeper into meditations. I hope it works for you.
Thank you so much, Sia. We are really looking forward to it. So, it's time to begin with the experience, with the meditation. So I hand it over to you, Sia, to take it from here onwards.
I'm honored to give you all a big hello. As Isha already mentioned, in the United States, beyond the United States, on Zoom, on YouTube, we have a wonderful number of people already tuning in, and you must be all eager to find out what is going to happen tonight in this 1 hour. What can possibly happen in 1 hour? Well, let me tell you, a lot, a lot. We are here to learn about meditation, and who is we? We are a team of volunteers who have been meditating for a longer, maybe a shorter period of time, who have all had an experience, who've all felt some transformation, and we're now here as tech, as moderators, moderators, as presenters, as musicians, and in the breakout rooms. We're here to help you along the way to find an experience beyond what you may expect. Now, we have seen so many people come to our programs, and they come for various reasons. We call them seekers. You have tuned in for a reason. You clicked on that button tonight for a reason, and it is your individual reason. You need not share. But those reasons that you have been searching for, that's what we call this seeking, this desire to look for something more, to look for something deeper than meets the eye. Maybe you're stressed at work. Maybe it's just that. Maybe you want to calm down. Maybe you have trouble coming over certain emotions that trouble you from the past. Maybe you have issues with substance abuse. Various reasons. I've met all of these people over the last 30 plus years, and I must say I have seen them transform. I have seen them get hold and handle whatever has been going on with them by finding themselves in their individual approach of meditation. Individual, because you will find out what works for you. And that is most likely going to be very different than for the next person. Now, how does this work? How does this work? In order to really open our eyes, to get this enlightenment, this light that switches on, we need to get our self-realization. And that's an absolute groundbreaking thing to receive. It is something, however, that you have in you that needs to be awakened. There is an energy in us called the Kundalini energy. It's a motherly, loving energy that knows everything about you. This Kundalini energy is dormant at the bottom of our spine, and it just waits to be awakened. Now, if somebody who has the Kundalini energy awakened, we call them a realized soul. Now, if they, even online or in person, help you receive this self-realization, that means this Kundalini will rise. And as you can see in this diagram, it will penetrate a couple of energy centers, right? We're counting 7 along the spine. There's 1 underneath the Kundalini and 6 above. And when this energy rises, and that's a spontaneous process you cannot control, you can just have a desire for. When this happens, this Kundalini will come out and penetrate this top energy center, just like a fountain. This energy center was soft in your childhood. You may know about this soft area in babies that you're also not meant to touch. So when this energy comes piercing through this energy center, we call it chakra. Sometimes chakra means wheel because they actually turn. So when it comes out, you can feel it in form of a cool breeze. And just for sake of experiment, let's see what happens before the experiment. Let's raise our hand above our head and see, is there a breeze coming out of my head? Is it warm, maybe cool, or maybe there's nothing at all? Bring your attention on top of your head, because we shall be checking this later on again and see, this is your journey, this is your path. You need to feel something. Let's see with the other hand. When we do this exercise in a minute with Nirmal, I would really recommend you find a quiet corner. Let's not walk around with a laptop. Let's not eat while we do this. This is an hour you really want to dedicate to yourself, to your growth. So let's find a quiet corner. Hope the kids are asleep. Even if they're not, they can join in. They're great meditators. Let's sit down. Let's have our gadget ready and just focus on this for the full hour. You owe this to yourself. Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja means spontaneous, because this is a spontaneous process. Also innate is something you have. And yoga means union, because this, what we feel here, is a connection. It's a connection to this all-pervading power, but also to everybody else who has this all-pervading power connected. It's a connection. And it was given out to us introduced to us by the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, that is Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. Shri Mataji was born in 1923, and she founded Sahaja Yoga in 1970, so when she was already a grandmother. From that moment on, she dedicated every minute to us, to people who were needing to be helped. She traveled the world. She gave numerous programs. I was there for a couple of them. At the time, I was in Austria, also in the UK. I remember amazing experiences in the Albert Hall in London, where Shri Mataji was talking. And in her presence, we all felt absolutely vibrant. So right here online, we will try our best to also get you this vibrant experience. And I'm saying vibrant because we can feel vibrations. What we feel on our hands, either cool or warm for now. Warm means there's still something to work out or something's moving. But cool vibrations is what we can feel on our hands. And that's a sign that things are clearing, that things are all right. And each and every finger, you may have seen in the diagram early on, is connected to one of these energy centers. Each and every finger will tell us what's right with me, what's wrong with me, what needs to be fixed. And you're learning in this course how to fix it, how to use the natural elements, air, water, earth, fire, to clear yourself individually what you need. What do you need in order to get more peaceful, more balanced, less stressed, less fearful, less guilty? There's so many things. I've seen with children like Nirmal, I'm not allowed to call him a child, but people who have grown up, like my own children, in this Sahaja Yoga meditation, they have become incredible human beings. They have certain dignity, wisdom, and strength that you cannot even gain by just sheerly wanting this. This is something that comes spontaneously, but at the same time, a very loving and compassionate personality. So let's all dive right in. I'd like to hand over to Nirmal, and I'm really looking forward to see you all transform.
Thank you so much, Sia. I just felt, just to build off of everything that Sia was telling us, I wanted to explain a little bit about the uniqueness of Sahaj meditation. So I wanted to talk about the goal that we're trying to get to. In this meditation, what we're trying to get to is a place of thoughtless awareness, which might be quite an abstract word at the moment, but you'll get to experience it in a second. It means that we don't have any thoughts or emotions, and we're completely in the present moment, almost like a child experiencing the joy of the world. And so it's a place that has no friction, and you're just at ease. You're completely at ease, but completely aware. So I'll kind of explain what this meditation isn't. It's not, you shouldn't feel sleepy. You shouldn't feel overly excited. It's about being completely at ease with your existence and with the whole entire universe. The way that I like to explain it is that this meditation, it's kind of like placing yourself at like a seed in the earth. It's a very spontaneous process. You just have to get into that state, and then the magic starts. The enjoyment of life, of existing, starts. And this seed, it has to be in the right state. It can't be on the sidewalk to grow into something beautiful. It has to be in the right place. It has to be in the ground. And that ground for us is this thoughtless state. It's not something that we do. It's not something that we do at all. Actually, as Sia mentioned, the Kundalini is what brings us this thoughtless awareness. So all we have to do is just say a few affirmations and just let the Kundalini take care of us, and she will take us to this place of meditation. So with that said, we can get relaxed, make sure that you're in a comfortable place. And if you have any shoes on, go ahead and take them off. It just helps us ground and relax a little bit more. And I'll explain a little bit of what we'll do before we close our eyes and get into the meditation. So in this in Sahaja Yoga, we keep our hands face up in our lap like this, the palms facing up. And we have a couple diagrams to show you. So in this realization meditation, I'll go over the hand positions. We'll be taking our right hand and placing it on different sides, different places in our body. So the first position is on the heart. So the right hand on the heart. And then the next one is just on the rib cage on the left side. Next, we'll move it down to the hip. Then bring it back up to where the ribs are. And back again to the heart. And then next, we'll bring it to the left side of the neck. So where the neck touches the shoulder, and we'll tilt our head slightly to the right. And then we'll bring it up to our forehead, and we can let our forehead rest in our palms slightly. And we can, with our fingers and then the base of our palm, we can put a slight pressure on the sides of the head. Then next, we'll place our right hand on the back of our head, and we'll let our head rest back in our palm. And then finally, we'll bring our hand to the top of the head. What you'll find is this soft spot on the very top of the head that Sia was mentioning, this fontanelle bone area. So you'll find that, and then you'll place the palm of your hand there. And then finally, we will raise our hand slightly above this point, bringing our attention with it. All right. So I'll go ahead and guide us through this. You don't have to remember all the steps. I'll be mentioning where our hand will go during the process. Let's go ahead and close our eyes and take a couple deep breaths together, and just breathe out any thoughts, any tension, anything that's causing us friction today. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and then let out all of the thoughts. We can take our right hand and place it on our heart. In this meditation, we'll take a couple affirmations. So just small phrases that we're going to take just internally inside of ourselves. They're not things that we think about. We're actually just asking it to our most inner self. So with our attention on our heart, we can say inside, we can ask a question, who am I? Who am I? Am I these thoughts? Am I these emotions? Who am I? We'll now bring our hand down to the rib on the left side of the body. And here we're going to ask another question deep inside. We can ask, am I my own master? Am I my own master? Am I in control of my emotions? Am I in control of my thoughts? Am I my own master? We can now bring our hand down to the rib on the left side. And now with our attention deep inside, and with a firm and confident voice, we can say inside, Mother, please give me pure knowledge. O Mother Kundalini, give me the knowledge of myself. Please give me the pure knowledge of myself. We can say this a couple times in ourselves. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge of myself. Now bringing our hand back up to the rib. Now with the pure knowledge, we can confidently affirm within ourselves, I am my own master. I am my own master. You can say this about 10 times deep inside, not thinking at all, just saying, I am my own master. Now bringing our hand up to the heart. Here we're going to again confidently affirm within ourselves, O Mother Kundalini, I am my own spirit. I am my true self. And we'll say this about 12 times deep inside. Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. I am my true self. Now we can bring our hand up to the left shoulder, where the neck meets the left shoulder, tilting our head slightly to the right side. Now here, without thinking about anything in particular, about anyone or any situation, we have to affirm within ourselves, I am not guilty. I am not guilty for anything. And don't let the mind wander. Just affirm within yourself, I am not guilty. You can say this around 16 times. Deep inside, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I have the pure knowledge of myself, and I am my spirit. I am not guilty for anything. Now we'll take our right hand and place it on our forehead, letting our forehead rest in the palm of our hand, applying a little bit of pressure to the sides. And here's also a very important point that we have to confidently get across. We can say within ourselves, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Again, don't let your mind wander or think about anything. Just confidently say, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Now we can take our right hand, place it in the back of the head. We can let our head rest back. Here we can say within ourselves, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me if I have done anything against my spirit or anything against my spiritual ascent. Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for anything that I may have done against my spirit. Now we can move our hand up to the top of our head, to that fontanelle bone area. And put a little bit of pressure, very, very slight bit of pressure down here. And with all of our attention on this point, you can say inside, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me union with myself, with my spirit. Mother Kundalini, please take me into thoughtless awareness. Give me my self-realization. Now let's slightly raise our hands just a couple inches above this point. We can bring our attention with it. And just witness. Just witness ourselves, witness this room. And also witness any sensation that we might feel above our head. Not thinking about anything, just watching. We can place our right hand down. And with our left hand, let's bring it to that same point, just a couple inches above this fontanelle bone area. And again, just witness, just watch, like the crashing waves of the ocean. Just witness yourself. Just witness this sensation, this moment. Can place our left hand back in our lap. Can keep our attention at that point and just enjoy this moment. Just enjoy the stillness. If there are any thoughts that are coming in this time, just say, not this, not now. Not this, not now. As your attention just witnesses yourself, witnesses your thoughts, all of it just dissolves. Just don't engage, just witness. Now we can slowly open our eyes, bring ourselves back into the room. Now next, let's keep our attention at the top of our head, maintain this state of meditation, and we'll watch a little bit of a speech by the founder of Sahaja Yoga.
Now, when we talk of truth, we have to know that the truth is very simple to understand. First, we must know the instrument of truth. That is, you are not this body, this mind, these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts, but you are the pure spirit. You are the pure spirit. And that has to happen to you, that you become the spirit. As our heritage has been, very sadly, we are carrying out many qualities, instincts of the animal stage. And that's why we find in people having jealousies and oppression, aggression, all kinds of horrifying things. Also, the worst part is that man can think. And in his awareness, in his thinking, he can also justify through his nationality to whatever he is doing. So it's a blind end. Once you start justifying to whatever you are doing, it's a blind end. But there is no way through mental exercise that you can clear out all these things. You must know that your Creator has already looked after your self-realization. He has already made arrangements within you to give you your self-knowledge. So far, you do not know yourself. That's the main thing. They have said, know thyself. How? How do we know ourselves? We don't know what we have. We know about others, but about ourselves we don't know. And whatever we know about others is also very superficial. So now within us is placed, as I have shown you, the power of Kundalini. It's called Kundal because it is in 3.5 coils. And it's a feminine power. She is your individual mother. Everyone has an individual mother, and she has tape recorded all about you, about your mistakes, about what you want, what are your aspirations. Everything this mother has recorded within herself. Now she's just waiting for the second birth. Because it is your own power, you have to get it. Sahaja means Saha means with, and Jai is born. Born with you is the right, is the birthright. That you get this yoga means the union with the divine power. Now when I say there is divine power all around us, and it does all the living work, we have to just know that there is a power. And everybody has called it by different names. Somebody has called it Ruh. Somebody has called it Param Chaitanya. Somebody has called it the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. All this has been on, but people don't know where is that power. It is all over, which does all the living work. You see the beautiful flowers here around. Now we never even think how these flowers were created by Mother Earth, so beautifully, so differently, and how she has put such a beautiful show of her kindness, of her patience, of her love. Apart from that, if you ask a doctor, who is the one who runs your heart, he'll say it's the autonomous nervous system. Ask the question, who is this auto? He can't answer. They're honest, I must say they're honest. This is what we have to know, that all this work, living work, is done without any one of our efforts, effortlessly, and who does that work? So this all-pervading power of divine love, which you can call by any name, is around us, and it works out everything for us. This power knows everything about us. Also, it looks after us. It guides us. It thinks. It organizes. But above all, this power loves you. Now the time has come for us to rise above human awareness. Now, how do we become peaceful? When you cross this center, what happens? That like thoughts, they come to us through this center, from the past and the future. The waves like thoughts, one, another, like that. Now these thoughts, we are jumping on the cusp of these thoughts. But when Kundalini rises, she elongates those thoughts. And what happens to you? That you come in the present, no more on the future or the past. And there you become completely silent. You do not react. but you see everything, just see. So you develop a witness state. That is the most peaceful state by which you can easily achieve the greatest joy. For example, now see there's a very beautiful carpet here. Now, if I look at it in a normal way, I would think it's a very beautiful carpet, how much it will cost, where should I go to buy this and all those things. If it's mine, I'll be more worried. Is it insured or not? What's happening to the carpet? But after realization, what happens when you look at it? The joy of its creation by the artist starts bubbling in you. And you jump in the ocean of joy.
Meditation is a state of thoughtless awareness, as we just learned. So let's close our eyes and keep our hands open on our lap. In this next part, let music do the job to bring you deeper into meditation, into this silence within. You can keep your eyes shut if you find it easier like that. But if thoughts are coming, you can also open your eyes and look at these beautiful images of the Bovera Valley in Italy. If you think too much about the valley, close your eyes and bring your thoughts. Don't put attention to your thoughts. Bring your attention on top of your head, right there, and keep it there. peace in my mind at last. Joy in my heart, finally, finally, joy in my heart, finally, finally, love in this world at last. Love in this world at last. Silence in my mind, silence in my mind, silence.
With our eyes closed, let's bring our attention back up to the top of the head, to that point, a couple inches above the fontanelle bone. And let's just take that atmosphere, that serenity of the music. Let's bring all that beauty to the top of our head. We can just enjoy that silence for just a minute more. Now we can slowly and calmly open our eyes, bring ourselves back into the room. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to meditate with you today. I'll go ahead and pass the puck along to Isha.
Thank you, Nirmal, for taking us through our self-realization, and Sia for deepening that state with that beautiful music. I had a smile on my face throughout for the last 1 hour or so. So, just a few announcements as we bring our program towards an end. This was just day one, and we will meet again for day two on Wednesday, October 8th, to establish that inner peace even more and learn how we can achieve that balance in our lives. For the rest of our course, it continues until October 24, where we'll be meeting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. and on Sundays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific time. Each session, we'll explore a new topic, a new aspect, and a new experience, just like we did today. We have some resources that are ready for you to support you beyond the session. So firstly, we have a WhatsApp community that where we share daily inspirational quotes to bring some more joy to your day. And we also share our reminders for upcoming sessions. The links for joining the WhatsApp community should be available in the chat. And as I mentioned earlier, all our sessions are recorded, and these recordings, live session links, and then any handouts that we will be giving going forward, they're all going to be available on our website. So in case you miss a session or two here and there, you can always catch up again using these recordings. You can grab the link from the chat for the website, or you can scan that QR code, which is on the screen right now. And after such a profound experience, I am certain many of you have a lot of questions to know the what, the how, the why. And we want to hear all your questions, all your feedback, and experiences. And there are multiple ways you can share them with us. Firstly, we have breakout rooms which are available in this Zoom meeting, where there are some experienced Sahaja Yoga teachers waiting to help you in a small group setting. So if you'd like to join such a breakout room, you can send a message to the breakout room help participant in the chat, and then they can get you connected directly with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. Secondly, you can send your questions to chat Q&A participant who can answer any questions for you via the chat. And then finally, you can send your questions directly to me via chat, and with the help of our presenters, we will try our best to answer them all. And there is no right or wrong question, something that you may want to ask that may already be on the mind of others. So please don't be shy and do connect with us directly. With that, let's invite the presenters back to come on the screen to share the experiences with us and also take questions from all the seekers. Well, thank you so much, Nirmal, and to Sia for the beautiful music. It was really, really joyful. And as we're getting more and more questions coming in from the chat, I see a few popping in already. Maybe the first one is, okay, this is a very common question. Somebody asked that I didn't feel anything on top of my head or on my hands, and why is that? So, Nirmal, maybe if you want to feel that question, like, why would somebody not feel anything?
Yeah, sure. So, the sensitivity that we feel on our hands, sometimes it takes a while to develop. I would encourage you to focus on the like if you didn't feel anything, I would encourage you to focus on the state of your mind going into it and coming out of meditation. So, how did was there a perceivable difference with your thoughts and your overall mood going in and going out? And the vibrational sensitivity, so this coolness or tingling or heat, that can sometimes take a little bit to develop and feel. So it's a normal thing to maybe not feel so much. But for those that do get to feel it the first time, it's quite a profound experience, and they want to know more about it. So that's why we mention it. But yeah, focus on the states that you got into, yeah, if it made a difference, stick on to that. And yeah, we'd love to help you develop into the meditation a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, the more you meditate, the more you start gaining those experiences. They keep rolling in one after the other. There is one more question. Again, a very common one in the beginning. I couldn't stop thinking, will I ever be able to do that? Sia, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay. um, yes, try, keep coming to the course, keep trying, keep working. But actually, the trying is maybe the wrong word. Just let things go. Once we realize the thoughts are coming from the past or the future, then we observe our thoughts, and the moment we watch them, they actually get cancelled out. So it will happen. Be patient. But before we get to, I just want to do something else. We've done in the beginning the trying of the feeling the cool breeze. We haven't done it in the end, and I would really like, before people drop off, to do this one more time. That now we have gone through this meditation. So if everybody can just for a minute see what they feel now, because the whole point is you're feeling different. That you actually feel a cooler breeze after the meditation, and sometimes it's really far away. And see if when you do this, maybe thoughts are less. So try the left hand and see if there's somewhere a cool breeze coming. And then we switch the hand and see if it's with the other hand. And that's already an indication to which we're going to get into later on in the course. If you feel it only on one hand, then that's great. That gives you an insight about your state already. If you feel both cool, that's fantastic. So you can use the breakout room also to get more information about that. And I also wanted to say, you guys are so cute with hearts. So many little hearts. But where's your attention? Where's your attention? Don't go on the laptop when you're meditating. I had to laugh at somehow inside laughter. Oh, this little heart. It was so joyful. Those little hearts popping up. But yeah, let's bring our attention inside. So what was the question? Where's the thoughts? Yeah, there we go. That's an unusual answer.
Yeah, thank you for taking us through that exercise of checking, again at the end, because that prompted another question in the chat. Somebody said, what if I felt heat and not cool breeze? Maybe you want to take that one, Sia, again, since you took us through that.
Sure. Heat, it's really interesting. It's all connected to physics, isn't it? If I rub a window, the friction, it creates heat. The heat shows us something's working, but something's there maybe that shouldn't be there. Something is working out, and it's a good sign. But we want to get eventually over the heat part. And once sometimes the heat is there for a while, because things that we accumulate on our subtle system, some are very recent, they may be cleared fast, but some things we carry for a long time. It could be a family issue, it could be whatever, a country issue that we carry, and that could take longer. And for these sort of things, just have the patience and see. But over time, we do want it to be cool. Cool means clear, cool means it's flowing. So it's a sign that you feel, and it's a good sign, but let's keep working on it.
Wonderful. Somebody wants to know more about your experiences. So maybe Nirmal, you can start with this one, but how has meditating improved your life?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, the state of thoughtless awareness, as you start practicing Sahaja Yoga more and more, it's something that you can cultivate outside of just sitting down and trying to meditate, trying to meditate. It's something that you can bring into your workplace. It's something that you can bring into your personal life and your relationships. And there's so many moments of like me being in a moment of emotional or mental stress, and remembering or just bringing myself to say, like, wait, where's my attention? I should get into a meditative state. And in all cases of doing that and remembering that, things just work out a lot better. And it's just a part of being in tune with the subtle strings of life, I suppose. That's what meditation is. It's bringing you back to being connected with yourself and then also with everything around you. So just as like a general experience, yeah, it's like just to have the tool of thoughtless awareness and bring it into all the different aspects. I mean, you can just have fun with it. You can bring it to anything. You can, bring it in watching a movie, and then you enjoy the movie more because you're completely there. Yeah, I'd encourage you to, to get a practice of that and just start experimenting with it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sia, anything, you've been meditating since 1991. So
Which doesn't mean much. Some people meditate a day and are probably further than me. But I think, as Nirmal said so nicely earlier, again and again, it's a witness state.
yeah.
So it's a state. It's not something I do. I do it in the morning and evening. I take the time, and it's easier to go into the day if I have meditated, for sure. For me, every single time. I can feel if I skip my meditation. I feel like I'm limping the whole day. But other than that, it's a little bit like somebody climbed Mount Everest and they come down and say, how was it? You're like, how are you going to explain that? You need to be there. So to get there, just stick with it. And if you don't understand everything that we try to explain, then that's totally fine, because you got to experience that. Your journey might be completely different. My journey was, I don't know what my journey was. It's every day. It's every single day. And if I falter, if I have some sort of problems, I know how to balance myself. I always know the tools, how to get myself back in order. And I know when I'm not in order, when I'm not okay. I know when I'm not balanced. It's this awareness of knowing your own state, seeing it and working on it. And not everybody wants to do this. Not everybody wants to work on themselves, because it takes time, takes effort. But I tell you, the outcome is unbelievable, because your life really improves on all levels, and things fall into place. I have to tell my little story again. Like today, I wanted to have flowers in the background, and I just didn't get to the shop, and I obviously forgot. I wanted to have some lovely decoration in the background. And then suddenly, an hour before the program, the doorbell rings, and my neighbor, who is not even coming that often, stands there with the vase and the water and the flowers and says, here you go. And I'm like, where did this come from? And it's just a little glimpse of some how life suddenly is like, where is it? It's all connected. It's all in the collective conscious, and it just comes to you. Things come to you, and it sounds crazy, but it really is like that. It's not just, oh, I feel balanced today. It's like the way your life opens up and others respond and things just come to you easily is just astonishing. And we get this every single day in a little glimpse, which makes us understand what this possibly can be.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thought, and feels like the perfect note to end this wonderful evening and blissful evening that we've had together. And I truly hope that every one of you were able to catch like a glimpse of that deep joy and that silence that is within each one of us. It's already a part of us. Like Sia was saying, it's already there, just quietly waiting to be reawakened. And that's what we did today. And I want to sincerely thank you all again for joining us tonight, for taking that first step towards what could be a life changing experience for you. I warmly invite all of you to join us again on Wednesday for day 2, and for the rest of the days to keep going in this transformative journey. Because each day is going to be a new opportunity to go deeper, to grow, and to reconnect with your true self. So thank you once again, and good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Take care.